Hello, I'm John Foxing, John West. I'm having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure, and for a little bit of context, the Scooby Gang, they found the robot body of Monokuma, which they dismantled, and then they found the dead body. So they assumed, the Mastermind was dead. So Monokuma turning up like this in this camera room where we can see all the spying that's been going on. A little bit of a surprise for everyone. So Monokuma says, "A trick? What kind of trick?"
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh?
what?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma! Oh, you're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid!
What?
You're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course!
I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most.
Oh!
How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. That look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead. All for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. That depends on what type of bear it is. I think that's a grizzly bear. You pretend to be dead for a grizzly bear. You can shout at a black bear because they're quite small. And if it's a polar bear, you're fucked. I mean, that's totally laughable. I live in the UK. Not a lot of bears in the UK. I think we fucking killed them all. It's kind of sad, really. I think they're going to try and reintroduce them along with wolves. That'd be really cool. It makes me laugh. I'm going to laugh now. Laugh.
Well now.
Well, that's that.
Shing!
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past. It's so full of hope and to begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have more fun in this killing game. I can't be serious. We have to keep going.
Let me out of here!
You're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't so bad, I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Well, I'm pooped out from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna. So why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it.
Ta-da!
That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in from the antenna.
Huh?
But does that mean
What
it's
the heck?
displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here?
Unbelievable.
You're just so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This is being televised.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning.
Huh?
What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh,
The camera feed is being
no!
broadcast? No way, that's impossible.
Phew!
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking. The sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind began to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, about all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here, right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director for a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. More like the best in despair entertainment. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. That's cool. Okay.
what are you saying?
You're lying. This was TV, the police, and everyone else would be going crazy. There's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
But what if they already did? Huh?
yes indeed.
But then again, are we all robots? But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TVs to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be!
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So the things could have come... So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. That's something you all need to do first, remember? Gotta solve a murder mystery. What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Which trial do you mean?
It's the Monokuma
I'll
file!
leave the next one right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a
I
ride.
can't wait! I can't wait!
And then, he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. Took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally the body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? Kyoko didn't have that hand, did he? No, it's not possible. Because she's got the wrong colour hair for a start. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet!
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it is your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin.
But
If we're going to have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop
I
talking.
don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works after all. I'll stop dancing now, I promise. I better start checking out the Monokuma file. Sorry, this is kicked into high gear with the music. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife that was completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? It's pretty distracting having this new son. Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Bye-bye, John. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. I check the body more thoroughly. Maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. Picture of a wolf. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's also on the back of her right hand something. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing. Something looks like a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Did we not just... The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped the bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Move the sheet then, we might be able to recognise the trousers. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Oh, that's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that part that was on fire, the top half... The bottom half is still dry. Sorry, that was a really weird sentence to read. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Step away from the dead body, yes sir. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... Must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean the knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this my knife? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There were just too many strange coincidences. You can actually sort of faintly see a face behind the white. That's really cool. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. The same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was kind of in a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife of the crime scene has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure. I feel like I've seen something like that before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not going to look. I don't want to fight anymore. Well, good for you. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember that right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. But Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting it bloody. But from how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any of it on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better. So thank you too. Body before the explosion has been added to the truth bullets section of the handbook. Here was like a coat line on it because it's on backwards. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. No mind. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and
You're serious?
oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. And the body was found, huh? I should go back to what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe. That's when she found the body. What time was that it then? 9 on the dot. That's right. It had to be right at around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found, been added to the truth bullets. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? What nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hino and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullets section of my handbook. Monokuma flower, huh? The truth, does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case just yet. Remember, there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Ha! 4. I knew it'd be relevant. I knew it.
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. We made a really big deal about that. Yeah, right.
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're one short. Ah! It's so weird. I wonder where it disappeared.
But...
I was down here just before night time last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What? What are we going to do? Going from 5 to 4 is going to have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world remains unfinished. Dude, there were 15 people at the start of this game. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken co-op chickens has been added to the truth bullets section. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. Room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. What's this? Is this? It's a top! No, I did that already, but do it again. Do it every time. Wait, is there a top in here? Was there a top in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside is totally green, clean and completely dry. And the side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Top has been added to the truth bullet section. When does the sprinkler system go off? There's one thing in here that concerns me. These tools have nothing to do with the case. There's a lawnmower here. Don't think it has anything to do with the mystery corpse. There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. It's the same thing as written on the back of Mondo's coat. Pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. It's definitely intriguing. And now's not the time to worry about it. Really hope there aren't any clues hidden in the fertilizer. Flower pots have nothing to do with the case. Oh, it was weird. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh, hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 every morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which means the murder must have taken place really recently. Sprinklers have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. That corpse really Kyoko, if that's the case. Was that also Kyoko that attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into a room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to a room...
It's all clear now.
What?
Just get.
Don't have a choice. I'll have to see if it will let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byaku, you come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. Sprinkler's already vindicated me. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area we're being very vague about. I don't know where that one area is. Suit of armor's on display, nothing catching my attention. There was white chalk. Okay. I don't know. I legitimately have no idea what I wanted to do. Buttons don't even work. Something that was seen earlier. Well, it's the corner of something. I don't know. I'm not gonna have to look through every single bloody thing until I figure out. No, I'm not. How do I always forget this? It puts exclamation marks on the map. And we did go to the gym earlier. I completely forgot. Right. I think that's not a dead body. Or I think no one has been killed. Monokuma's leg dismantled on the floor, but I figured it would be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? It's a bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
Yeah. No, I completely forgot that it was about the bomb. But yeah. A robot then? We killed a robot. That bomb went missing. Ah. There's no doubt about it, the fragments are found in the garden. Fragments near the dead body. In the outdated. Okay, I've checked everything else. think of, all I can do is Kyoko's room. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Oh, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance. I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. I can't unlock it myself. Well then, here we go. He took out the key and slid it into the keyhole and then... Now it's open. Looks like it, thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room. Here's the bathroom. Might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. Also, it should be locked. I was wondering if the game would remember. Here's our bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least as far as the case is concerned. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. Hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
If there's a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really what? The wooden lockers, we saw them. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key has been added to the true bullets.
Such ignorance. What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you take the time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Bloody hell. Yeah, the envelope, mate.
It's true.
I'm sure I'd have it here somewhere. Definitely shouldn't open it in front of Byakuya. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if anything ever happened, I should open it. Well,
interesting.
Something happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? I don't know. Oh man, what could under the sheets mean? Well, if someone's drunk, that's 3 sheets to the wind. So under the sheets, 2 sheets. 2 sheets is the amount of sides one A4 piece of paper has. So one A4. A4, that's one of the rooms. We've got to go to the A4. There could be something hidden under the bed sheets. Oh, that as well. I didn't even think about that. Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets, there was a very flat person hiding underneath. What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78, Student Registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. It's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said A death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I've made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every type of weapon imaginable. She showed an interest in military from childhood and found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly overtook over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was nowhere to be found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no other way to compare the two. Oh my word, my cup of tea I completely forgot. Lovely. Do enjoy a good cup of tea. It's actually not as good as hot as I would like, but still. Sorry, I do apologise. I was quite thirsty there. That's how different this is. That is how I saw things as an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh! You recognise it? Yeah, it's like, Norse.
Naturally.
The Fenrir mercenary groups is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. They do have their uses, they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all a part of the world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumour I've heard of this says that Fenrir is already...
Found it!
Whoa! I feel like our hero's becoming a bit player, and a bit player's becoming our hero. Ah, it's you!
What?
Oh, that's you. Oh, what have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out
Come
on me.
on now!
I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous. I know carnivorous. Omnivorous is a word I don't tend to use. Omnivorous, you know.
What?
The rule violations really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely! Can't have you complaining about how unfair it is, or... Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in the killing game. I don't think I ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you first got into the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among all of you. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
in other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Goddamn game. Yes, I know.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Yes. Yes, I know.
The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba, she's part of this school life. Oh, sorry, it was Makoto talking. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge. I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Is that her secret? Monokuma's account has been added to the truth bullets. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand. Hang on, that's a dog, Fenrir. That's a dog. Fenrir is a wolf. The tattoo. No. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means the fake nails and the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God, I must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student
right.
here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. Okay, so she's the dead, right? Mukuro's dead because she's got the Fenrir tattoo on her hand. And the game doesn't think... The game is never explained that Fenrir is Norse, it's a wolf, it's one of the gods, it's like a shapeshifter. Bloody Norse mythology's like all over the place, right? But if I look up Fenrir, I'm going to get pictures of wolves. Bloody Cloud and Edmund children, his bike was called Fenrir, and they're pictures of wolves. It's a wolf. Fenrir's been in loads of Final Fantasies as well, and it's always a wolf. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly
Perhaps
possible.
she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? She's a student and she killed someone. That would make her a part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, it's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the Mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the Mastermind go out their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point. I still think the Mastermind is hero.
So, in other words,
Because nobody could be that stupid. Mukuro's giving us information that would raise questions about her... What? Mukuro giving information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes it more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, If Makaro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo are really connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? I was hoping you'd let me save. It will. Cool. I'm gonna let you go then. I've been John Foxy from McDonald West. Let me say it again. I've been having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.